Alright, you all. We back. We got the Sakura d5mr. We went ahead and went with the gold carbon fiber chassis, as you can see here. Alright. Now, this one has quite a few updates on it. Well, I don't know if we call them updates. I built it like this, so I guess it wouldn't really be an update. I guess it'd be really just upgrade parts. We're going to go through them. I'm going to set you all up here, and we're going to go through the parts. I'll try to post the part along with it. I guess we'll start off with the big stuff. It's the Sakura d5mr carbon fiber chassis. Here you go. As you can see by the box, it's the gold D5. So we went with the gold. We got the Hobby Wing XR Pro G2. This is the Stealth Edition. So this is the 2022 edition. Matched with that, we got the Hobby Wing D10 motor. I'm gonna do a separate video all together about this motor. It is absolutely amazing. We'll talk about this in another video. As far as upgrades on here, we did quite a bit of upgrades. We did the aluminum rear bulkhead. There's the part number for it. Oh, come on. There's the part number for it. We did the aluminum MR motor mount. There's the part number for it. We did the aluminum front bulkhead. Part number. Aluminum front shock tower. Suspension mount nut. We did that. Aluminum. We did the aluminum rear suspension lower from off the Advanced 20. We did the steering wiper aluminum. We did the front upper deck holder. We did the front arms, the front suspension mount. We did the rear axle mount. We did the main shaft end. We did the upper linkage. I'll try to go back in the end and do all the parts numbers for these if you can't see them too good. We did the upper bumper. We did the both suspension bridges for the front. There you go. We did the aluminum gear adapter. We did rear aluminum body post balls. This is to go with the aluminum body post. We did suspension nuts. That's to go ahead and do the spacing inside of the actual hangers. I'll show those. Upper suspension mount. The right front suspension mount for the Advance. Aluminum front suspension arms. Aluminum bulkhead cover. Aluminum upper suspension mount. Graphite shock tower, aluminum mixing arms, aluminum rear deck holder, and we went ahead and we did rubber steel bearings. If you notice the size on these rubber steel bearings, that's because we did an axle swap on here, and to assist with the axle swap, we did the unthinkable. We went with some wheel hexes. We went with old Traxxas wheel hexes because you can find them anywhere. 2 wheel hexes and pins. That's the Traxxas part number right there. We went with the, as I was saying before, the Yeah Racing big bore diameters. These ones are the 60mm length, made for off-road cars. I do those because they have the longer length than the 55. So That's why I went with those. Now we're going to go ahead and we're going to talk about this a little bit and really break down this bill, and I'll tell you all a little bit about it and why this bill ended up the way it has so far. It's going to be a lot of rambling, so if you're not really into some rambling, if you're not really into the rambling, sit through it anyway. How about that? Uh, we got body posts on the front of the bill right now, as you can see. Now we're doing these body posts right now because we're getting ready to do this well overdose kit. That's going to turn those body posts into like, let's get in here so we get the part number. Well overdose kit. It's going to turn those body posts into like a hood pin looking kind of situation. So we're going to go with that. That's going to be sweet, I think. All right, now we'll go through and we'll show all the parts we did. We did, instead of the MR with the standard upright suspension in the front, we went with the IFS so we could have this cantilever suspension right here. I think the IFS is so much nicer. It's a lot harder to tune, but I feel like in the end, it's a better ride in general. As you can see, aluminum hinge pin holders in the front, aluminum arms, upper and lower, aluminum upper bumper. The bulkhead is done in aluminum front deck holder, back deck holder, bulkheads. Let's get in closer here. This piece is the aftermarket aluminum motor mount. Aluminum hinge pins in the back. This is the Hobby Wing 2020 Stealth. It's got, we'll get into this in a different video, but this Hobby Wing is pretty dope. We'll talk about that though. Let me see what else. That's a real biggie that I feel like I want to tell you all about. Yeah, we went with this Hobby Wing motor. Yeah Racing. Yeah Racing battery ends. Here's they come inside of this joint right here. Part number right there. There you go. And the OTA programmer, you gotta have the OTA programmer. I wouldn't even bother without it. This is the servo we're using right here. There you go. Yeah. So, yeah, that's the bill. We're gonna go through it individually in a different video. We'll go through different parts of it and we'll talk about them. Yeah. All right, y'all. Thank you for stopping by, checking out my bill. I'll get back with you all about it. Oh yeah. For the body that we haven't got yet, we got the scale reflex kit that we're going to do for it right here.